Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Champion Eric Bam Bam Brown.
Champion Hot. What it do, baby? What it do?
Champion Hot.
Pride got reason if they want to
Champion
go.
Hot. Champion Hot.
I'm gonna feed them if you're coming
What's
for
going on,
me.
Champion Hot?
I'm ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head. I'm seeing. Take me for granted, and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood, and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart, or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe.
Alright, thank you for joining me for another episode of Cooking with the Champ. Alright, first thing I need you to do is like the video. Okay, so you know by now this channel is fast, quick, easy meals. So what we're doing tonight is we're doing salmon croquettes. Alright, so let me show you what we got. Okay, so before we start with showing you what our ingredients are tonight, I want to show you this. This is Grandma Betty's Premium Yellow Grits. Really good, really good. They're gluten-free and they're sugar-free. Alright, it tastes really good, and if you're like me, I was of course raised with grits, but I had sugar and butter on my grits, not salt and pepper. But with these, if you want your grits, like me, what I did was I used honey with these, so that so I can kind of keep that health factor. So what I did, I didn't want to mess them up by putting sugar in them, so I used honey, unfiltered honey, and it tasted good. Trust me. All right, so definitely order these. You can get these on Amazon. They're really good. They're really good. Trust me. All right, now I wanted to show you this because this is where our meal is coming from tonight. Our recipe is coming from tonight. They have a salmon croquette recipe on the back of the package. When you order these, that recipe is on the back. So that's what we're borrowing this recipe from tonight. We're not going to do the grits tonight because I'm going to have rice. The rice is going to accompany our croquettes. All right, but you see here, we're going to use our Creole Kick seasoning, of course, our pink salmon, all right, our panko, seasoned garlic, okay, parsley, onions, sweet onions. All right, now with the salmon, normally this salmon has skin on it, so I'm going to show you a trick to remove this skin. All right, if you're uncomfortable with trying to remove it with a knife, because normally I prepare my salmon with skin on it because it creates a barrier, for taste and everything. But since we're going to use this to grind into our croquette, it's going to make our croquette, so we got to get that skin off of it. So I'm going to show you this trick to do that. All right, and we'll put this together real quick.
Okay, now this is a trick that my grandmother showed me. Now you need boiling hot water when you do this, and you're actually going to see in real time the skin from the salmon actually pull back, and it's just going to take a little effort just to peel the skin off. And this is the safest way to do this if you're nervous about trying to do it with a knife and you don't want to cut yourself, or you don't want to wrestle with the skin trying to peel it off. This is the fastest, quickest, easiest way to do this. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and get our vegetables washed off and diced up, okay, and ready to be sauteed into our skillet. Okay, so you're also going to use a can of Bumblebee pink salmon. All right, and when you open this, you're going to notice that you've got a little bit of cleaning up to do to the salmon because it has the skin on it, it has the bones in it. So you want to dig all of that out, make sure that you don't have any bones or skin left on the salmon before you start adding your seasoning to it. Okay, so I've got my pounded salmon. I've got it clean. All right, so what I'm going to do here is notice that when I cut it up, my pieces were still a little bit too big, so I want to go ahead and chop those down. I'm doing this just because I want it to be able to mix better when I'm making my croquettes. and it's the only way that I think I can get it fine enough in order to be able to do that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and melt a couple tablespoons of butter into our skillet. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add our green onions along with our sweet onions and also our parsley. All right, now we're gonna save a little bit of parsley for our rice. We're gonna save some of that parsley for that. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and saute the rest. Okay, so I've got my canned salmon cleaned, and my fresh salmon, I've chopped it down enough to my liking. I'm gonna go ahead now and just add our seasoning. Okay, now when you're combining your ingredients together, one thing you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to play with the breadcrumbs because you don't want it too wet. You don't want your croquette too wet. You want it to be able to hold together so that when you flip it in your skillet, it doesn't fall apart. So, you know, you just kind of have to play with it to get your consistency just right. Okay, so what you want to do here is you want to spread your breadcrumbs into your pan, all right, and go ahead and make your croquette. Now, the reason you do this is that so that when you're making your croquettes, you can place them in your pan, and when you transfer them from your pan to your skillet, they don't fall apart. Now, if you need to add more breadcrumbs to your croquette to make it more solid, you know, that's no problem. You can do that. Okay, again, you want it to stay together while you're forming it and while you're cooking it. Okay, now you're gonna see how easy the transfer is from pan to skillet just by layering the bottom of your pan with the breadcrumbs, and it will definitely keep your croquette together. And there you go. Here comes your flip, and you have your golden brown salmon croquettes. All right, let's get ready to plate them up and get ready for our taste test.
All right, and we're done. Salmon croquettes. Fast, quick, and easy. All right, and let's get ready for our taste test. All right, and here we go with our taste test, our salmon croquettes. We got the thumbs up. We got the thumbs up. All right, salmon croquettes. All right. All right, here you have it. Salmon croquettes. Real easy, real quick as usual. All right, not only do I need you to like the video, but I definitely need you to share and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.